Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in that ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running shit, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauding. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter.
Yeah, we back in the building, man. Today's gonna be a different type of video. I'm actually gonna be breaking down the lyrics to my outro song, that video, that song that I play at the end of each video that I'm sure you guys are probably sick of hearing, but I'm gonna keep playing it because, listen, that's the theme song. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we're gonna get into the lyrics, man. So, let's get into it, man. Not wasting no time. The song starts out by me saying, reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in that ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running shit, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauding. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Now, obviously, reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. As I said in previous videos, yes, I am a believer, a practitioner of voodoo. You know what I mean? Yes, my mother's side is Christian, but my father's side, the dominant side of my family, that is, you know, we still hold on to our ancient traditions, right? So when I said reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. We do believe in reincarnation. We do believe that we were here before and that we will be back again. Yes, you may believe differently, but that's what we believe in our faith, right? So yes, reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. And the next line is, I left on a horse and came back in the Aston. Now, listen, I don't got an Aston Martin, but I do have a Mercedes Benz. But when I said I left on a horse and came back in the Aston, that was strictly just for the rhyme scheme. All right, listen, I needed something that rhymed with fashion. I would have said Mercedes, but it wouldn't have sound good. Came back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the Benz. It just, you know what I mean? Listen, that was just purely for musical purposes. I do not have an Aston Martin. I'm not really the biggest fan of Aston Martins anyway, but it sounded good. I left on a horse, you know what I'm saying? So I probably was here back in the 17th, 18th century, coming through on the horse. You dig what I'm saying? I left with abundance and came back to famine. In my past life, you know, I believe I was here when black people were, you know, actually respected, when our nations and kingdoms were still standing. And now I done reincarnated, and now, you know, we suffering from famines. Our kingdoms then fell. Everything is gone. We at the bottom of society. We at the bottom of the hierarchy. You know what I mean? So that's what I meant when I said that I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to build pyramids. Now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running shit. Now we be walking. Now, what that means is, listen, black men in our previous time of glory, centuries past, you know, we were known for so much more. You know, we had nations and kingdoms and militaries and armies that were respected, heads of state that were respected worldwide. You know what I mean? We used to build pyramids. We are the descendants of the pyramid builders. And now all we are known for nowadays is entertainment, rapping, shooting balls into a net. You know what I mean? We used to build pyramids. Now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running shit. Now we be walking. Used to be running shit. You know, we have to understand, centuries ago, not even that long ago, as short as 600 to 700 years ago, the center of commerce, the center of the world was West Africa. That was where the wealth of the world was concentrated. We used to be running shit, and now we be walking, meaning now, you know, we do peaceful protests. We hold cardboard and picket signs. You know, we used to go to war for what we believed in. We used to, you know what I mean, gather the troops, rally the troops, ride down on the enemy, cut the enemy's head off, keep his skull as a souvenir, as a trophy of war. Now we be walking around. Now we get the permit from the precinct to walk around and do marches. We used to be running shit. Now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauding. When you a sellout, that's when they applauding. When you a thought, that's when they applauding. When you a low intelligent black man, that's when they applauding. When you a sellout, that's when they applauding. When you a drug addict rapper, that's when they applauding. When you a puppet for the white liberals, that's when they applauding. When you be cooning, that's when they applauding. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. I mean, listen, do I really have to explain? You know what I'm saying? Listen, let's go to the next.
I'm up in this shit and they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching me, blocking my vision. Get for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never this.
Yeah, we back now. The next bar goes, selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit and they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down a generation. Now, listen, I mean, if you follow my channel, you know probably the number one thing I talk about on my channel is, listen, black men, we have to start businesses. We have to become captains of industry. We have to start families. We have to improve our collective situation, our collective position in society. That is the theme of my channel, right? When I said selling your soul, your sons and your daughter, listen, that's all one thing. When you sell your soul, you sell your children out, you sell your sons out, you sell your daughters out. The children are the ones who suffer when the parents drop the ball. When the adults drop the ball, the children are the ones that have to pick up the slack, the ones that have to pick up the baton and fix the mess that was left behind. You know, your sons and your daughter got to come up in this shit and they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart would be breaking. When you see the situation that we are in as a race, as a race of people around the world, man, you understand that the people who suffer the most are the children. You know what I mean? I don't even got to go so in depth about it. We can just look around the world and see what black children are going through. It's pretty self-explanatory, man. Listen, the children suffer the most, okay? The children suffer the most. When these multinational corporations go overseas, you know, digging up our natural resources, messing up our economies, the children suffer the most, right? When the UN peacekeeping troops come into our nations and abuse our women, abuse our children, the children suffer the most. You know, I don't gotta spend my whole video talking about that, man. We know what it is, man. We know what it is, and we know what we must do. We must build for our children. That should be the motivation for everything we do and everything we build. It's for the children. It's for the kids, man. It's for the kids. One of my weaknesses, listen, a weakness of mine is the women and the children, right? Listen, that's a weakness of mine, bro. That's a weakness of mine. Like, say we in a war situation, right? For example, I covered videos about how King Henry Christophe, the French government, had his 9-year-old son, his 10-year-old son held hostage in France. And they used that as a negotiation tactic, basically saying, if you don't play ball, we're going to take the life of your son. So, you know what Christophe told the French government? He said, listen, my wife is young. My wife is beautiful. I'm young. I'll have another son. You can have that. So listen, I don't know if I'll be able to do the same thing in that same situation, bro. I don't know, man. Listen, if I was in a war situation and the enemy talking about, listen, I got your sister, I got your baby sister, and if you don't play ball, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna cut her head off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might fold. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I might fold. When it comes to the women and the children, I'm very sensitive. You know what I mean? I ain't built like Christophe, how he was able to just, you know what I mean, still stand tall, even though his son was held hostage by the enemy. And he said, forget it, I have another son, which he actually did. As we know, he had his second son, Jacques Victor Henri, who was born in 1804. And then his eldest son, Franz Ferdinand Christophe, actually died in an orphanage in France. I believe he either starved to death or the French government poisoned him to death or something along those lines. But Christophe stood tall. I don't know if I got that in me, bro. Listen, I don't know if I got that in me. When it comes to the women and children, I am sensitive. I know my weaknesses. So that's why I said, you know what I mean? Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter got to come up in this shit and they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart would be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generations. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV. They pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Came for the check because I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Mani Congo. As we know, the young Mani Congo, listen, the Mani Congo, if y'all didn't know, was the royal title given to the kings of Congo. As we can look up on the screen, was the title of the ruler of the Kingdom of Congo, a kingdom that existed from the 14th to the 19th century and consisted of land in present-day Angola, Gabon, and the Republic of Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Mani Congo's seat of power was Mbanza Congo, now the capital of Zaire province in Angola. The Mani Congo appointed governors for the provinces of the kingdom and received tribute from neighboring subjects. The term Mani Congo is derived from Portuguese Mani Congo, an alteration of the Kikongo term Mwani Congo, literally the Lord of Congo. The term Winnie, I don't know, man, from which Mwani is derived, is also used to mean kingdom. And when I said ready for war like a young Mani Congo, you got to understand, I believe it was the late 1400s or the early 1500s. The Portuguese had invaded the region of the Kingdom of Congo. And listen, the Portuguese suffered a massive defeat at the hands of the Kingdom of Congo, so much so that I believe the story goes that the Portuguese military was forced to strip naked. Yeah, they were completely humiliated. You know what I'm saying? The brothers down in the Kingdom of Congo centuries ago, not only did they beat them on the field of battle, but they stripped them naked at gunpoint, completely humiliated the Europeans, completely humiliated the Portuguese. So when I said ready for war like a young Mani Congo, yes, that's the type of energy I'm coming with. We're going to defeat the enemy, we're going to vanquish the enemy, and then we're going to run his pockets, and then we're going to strip him naked, and then we're going to send him home with no shoes. Yes, that was what I meant when I said ready for war like a young Mani Congo. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's get into the next bar.
Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitches. They making no hourly wage. I got business, this shit is an art, and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you in court. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murder me. Don't fuck with friends, cause nigga, I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smacked in their faces.
Yeah, so you know I had to come back around. I said, never dishonor the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling. Now listen. Waffles is one of my favorite foods. Yes, I do like waffles and pancakes. I like eggs as well, but my mother tells me stop eating so many eggs because, you know, it's going to raise my cholesterol and, you know what I mean? I don't want to have a heart attack when I'm 57. So yeah, I got to lay down on the eggs, but I do love pancakes and waffles, and I do be up in the crib smoking good weed, rolling up good tree. You know what I mean? I be chilling up in the crib. I spend a lot of my time at the crib. You know, when I was young, I used to run the streets at a very early age in my 14, 15, 16s. Always wanted to go hang out with the homies, and I pretty much got that out of my system at an early age in my college years, in my high school years. So now I just like being at the crib. I like working. I like being productive. I like doing me. I like stacking money. I be at the crib chilling, smoking, eating, you know what I mean, making my videos, you know what I mean, might, you know, link up with a shorty every now and again, but really I be at the crib chilling. I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. Listen, bro, listen. When you are a black man who knows your history, who studies your history, it's going to be hard to not be in a state of pain, depression, anger, vengeance, rage, just, you know, hate. A lot of emotional turbulence as you study what they did to your people, bro. I'm very blessed to have an outlet such as YouTube that really kind of helps me get it out there. You know what I mean? And I love y'all for, you know what I mean, rocking with me and being an audience and, you know what I mean, tuning into my videos. And I love y'all, man. I really do, because I have so much bottled up inside, and this is a really healthy outlet. Apart from the music is one outlet. This is another outlet. You know, working out. I got a home gym, treadmill, you know what I mean? Weights at the crib. You know, working out, that's another outlet, you know, but really, you know, it's hard to not be in a state of rage and anger and a lot of emotional turbulence, because I constantly study the history of my people, you know what I mean, around the world, not just my culture, but black people around the world, and to study what we're still going through still to this day, to understand how the same enemies that have been against us for centuries past are still waging economic wars and even militaristic, you know, incursions upon us still to this day. You know, like I be in a state of rage, you know what I mean? Rage a lot of the time, but you know, I may sound charismatic and I be laughing on the YouTube, but bro, I really be angry. I really do be angry. You know what I mean? I really have a lot of anger and vengeance and a lot of rage in my heart, bro. Rage. I be seeing red. Like, bro, you don't understand, because I really study what we went through. Not the Disney version that they taught us in school. You know what I mean? Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King and his civil rights. No, I study the atrocities that were committed on the plantations. I know what they did to our great grandmothers and grandfathers, and to understand how that wealth that they accumulated, all the money they accumulated off the backs of all those atrocities, they still have them. The monuments, the artifacts in the museums are still there, and they haven't given it back, and they won't give it back. You know, we know they're never going to give us reparations. To understand that, and how they're still waging economic wars against us, destabilizing our countries and economies, the multinational corporations that are digging up our natural resources. Man, how can you not be in a state of rage as a black man? You know what I mean? The only way you cannot be is by being ignorant of the facts, by being uneducated on the facts. And, you know, it's really not healthy to really study your history, because it's just, you know, I don't even know how to put it into words, because the only logical conclusion you can come to is vengeance. You know, vengeance, retribution, compensation, making it right. You know what I mean? And, you know, luckily, you know, I have this outlet. I have this YouTube channel. I got the music. You know, I have, you know, different outlets, because I don't really believe in therapy. I'm not going to sit on no, you know what I mean, random white person's couch and, you know what I mean, put my heart on my sleeve. Nah, fuck out of here. So, you know, I have my music and I have my YouTube. Those are my outlets. But I'll be in a state of rage, you know, a lot of the time, man. So, yeah, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm going to take my pain and I'm going to stack this bread. I'm going to take my pain and become the most powerful, the most successful black man. I'm going to take my pain and become the most productive, the best black man that I can possibly be, to avenge the name and the honor of my ancestors. That's how I'm going to get my vengeance. I'm going to become a powerful and influential black man. I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I'm blessed by the gods. When I say I'm blessed by the gods, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? My Haitians know what I'm talking about. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I ain't talking about that white Jesus. I ain't talking about that Catholicism. I ain't talking about the Catholic Church. I ain't talking about the Protestant Church. Hell no. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power. They came for the bitches. Yeah, you know you black man. That's all y'all care about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all care about the coochie, chasing some coochie. You know what I mean? Chasing some booty. You know what I'm saying? I came for the power. They came for the bitches. That's what sets me apart from the average man, the average black man. Y'all not focused. Y'all don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all knew what's going on and knew what we've been through, y'all would be chasing the power. Forget these bitches. Forget these hoes. Forget these women. I came for the power. They came for the bitches. They ain't making no hourly wage. I got business. Listen, that's self-explanatory, man. Y'all know what I be talking about on my channel. Black man, you have to become a captain of industry. You have to become a entrepreneur, a owner, a businessman. Ain't making no hourly wage. I got business. This shit is an art and it can never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you in court. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she Togolese. Now, when I say Babylon falling, I go to the source. I basically saying like, listen, eventually all empires come to an end. Eventually America is not going to be still standing. So I don't know what these FBA goofballs going to do the day America falls, because their whole identity is based on the kingdom that the white man built in North America. So when Babylon finally falls, I don't know what they going to do. I don't know what they going to call themselves, but Babylon falling, I go to the source, meaning I'm going back home. You know what I'm saying? Babylon falling, I'm going back home, baby. I'm going back home. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, my folks got a mansion in Haiti. Listen, my folks got a condo in the Dominican Republic. Listen, I could go to Africa. Listen, Babylon falling, I go to the source. You know what I'm saying? Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she Togolese. Now, this song came out. I dropped the song in June 2020, right? You know what I mean? I had written it before around June 2020. That was when the George Floyd thing was going crazy. It was just a coincidence, but I already had the song written way before. And the chick I was dealing with at the time, she was Togolese. You know what I mean? Shorty was bad. I don't talk to her no more, but, you know, beautiful chocolate sister, beautiful fine thing. You know what I mean? Beautiful fine thing. You dig what I'm saying? Out of Rosedale, New York. Oh, man, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. But, you know, listen, it is what it is. She had a bunch of rappers in her comment section. You know what I mean? I just couldn't deal with it, bro. She had Bobby Shmurda all in her comment section. She had Bobby Shmurda's homeboys all in her comment section. You know what I mean? Listen, I just couldn't. Listen, it is what it is. She wanted to be for the streets. So shout out to my Togolese shorty from back in the day, from back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Shorty be with me and she Togolese. Shorty be chocolate. I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gonna murk me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I hope I'm not putting that out into the atmosphere. You know, like I said before, you know, I do want to become a powerful, influential black man for my people. And you got to understand, when you do want to become a powerful, influential black man for your people, you got to understand, you know, you might end up putting a target on your back, you know, because there are forces more powerful than us that do not want to see our people rise. They do not want to see black men come to our prominence and dominance and our power. And they'll do anything to stop that, including taking our lives. So, you know, when I wrote this song back in the day, you know, I already understood this. You know, secret intelligence probably gonna murk me. Don't fuck with France, because nigga, I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smacked in their faces. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, self-explanatory, you dig? But, you know, the reason why I call this song Napoleon's Grave, really, honestly, I'm pretty much bad at, you know, making song titles. I pretty much just make my songs with no titles. And then, you know, my engineer be like, what we calling this song? And I just be giving it random names. So when you look at my catalog, you see I have a lot of random names because I really just freestyled the title just off the top of my head. So I just called it Napoleon's Grave. And, you know, Napoleon actually has a famous quote. I'm going to put it on the screen. Napoleon said, "My decision to destroy the authority of the blacks in Haiti is not so much based on considerations of commerce and money as on the need to block forever the march of the blacks in the world." So when I said Napoleon's grave, you know, I'm pretty much dancing on Napoleon's grave on this song. You know what I mean? I'm everything that Napoleon did not want to see happen. You got to understand, when Napoleon sent the expedition in 1802, he sent General Charles Leclerc with the instructions to take the life of every black person on the island above the age of 6 years old, right? He wanted to completely eradicate the entire Haitian nation off the face of the earth. He wanted to exterminate us off the face of the earth. All of our ancestors, he wanted to wipe them out, take all of their lives, even the young girls as young as 7 years old. He wanted to wipe them off the face of the map and then replace them with a brand new batch, because obviously that previous batch done went bad. So yes, he wanted to wipe us off the face of the earth. And not only are we still here, but there are those of us like my family. Not only are we still here, but we are prominent members of society. Everything that he did not want to see, we still here, bitch ass nigga. We still here. We having money. We having property. We doing our goddamn thing. Everything he didn't want us to see, we still here. We still here. Yeah. Yeah. And it's so funny because I actually have a French neighbor that is across the street from me. And sometimes I'll be sitting back thinking and smoking like, damn, I got the nicer crib. I got the nicer car in the driveway. Wow. We done came a long way. You know what I mean? We still got a long way to go, but we done came a long way. So, you know, I'm everything that Napoleon did not want to see. You know what I mean? So I'm basically dancing on his grave on this song. You know what I mean? So yeah, I call it Napoleon's grave because I'm dancing on it. And yeah, man. So I haven't dropped no new music in a while, you know, probably in over a year. And I'm probably going to get back in the stew sometime 2023. Y'all let me know if y'all want to hear some new music, man. I'm trying to think of ways that I can put music out that would make sense, because as you know, in the age of streaming, you know, monetarily, it just don't really make too much sense for me at the moment, because I don't even know how much you get paid per stream. It's like, what? Like 0.1 cent of a stream? Like the amount of, you know, money made from streaming, you know, I'm not really digging it, you know? So I don't know. I'll probably do some direct to consumer type thing where if I put out like a project, I might make it available early for those who want to, you know what I mean, pay like a $9 fee, and I'll send you a private link, and then you could have it like, you know, 2 to 3 months before it's made public on other platforms. You know, I'm trying to figure out a way to monetize this thing that would make sense, because I ain't signing no deal. You know, I ain't working for the white man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. I ain't working for no damn white man. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I'm not compromising on. I'm not signing no deal, bro. I don't care what money is ever put in front of me. I'm not signing no deal, bro. I'm going to take my joint direct to consumer. I'm gonna sell it out the trunk, you know, direct to the consumer, straight to their phone. So I kind of got something in my head of how I can bring it direct to consumer, and y'all can, you know, privately, you know, hit the Cash App, hit like $9 in the Cash App, and I'll send you a private link, and it'll be made available early to you, you know, like 2 to 3 months, like 90 days before the public on Apple Music, Spotify, everything like that. So y'all let me know if that's something y'all be willing to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I might get back into the music 2023 if that's something y'all want. You know what I mean? Because I can pump songs like this out like nothing, bro. Like nothing. And not to toot my own horn, I'm just more talented than these guys out here, man. I'm just more talented than these dudes, man. These dudes don't be talking about nothing. I actually have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I actually be saying something. So yeah, man, y'all let me know. And on top of that, I be saying something and it be sounding good. That's the thing. A lot of y'all brothers that's lyricists, y'all be saying stuff, but it don't be sounding good. Like I could make a club song talking about like black history. You know what I'm saying? I can make a club song talking about black men need to go open businesses. Like I can make a club song about the stuff that I talk about on my channel, and it would actually sound good, and it can actually play on the radio. That's where y'all get messed up at. Y'all be saying stuff, y'all be having a substance, but y'all don't have the musicality. Y'all do not have the ability to make it sonically pleasing. You know what I mean? Like the women got to be able to, you know, play it and twerk to it and shake their ass to it, but it got to have substance, and I can do that. I can pull off that balancing act. So y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. Hit the Cash App. Y'all let me know if that's something y'all want, man. If that's something y'all want, because listen, I'll do it. I'll get back into the music around sometime next year. I'll get back into the studio and we'll get it popping, man. We'll get it popping. Because yeah, it got to make sense monetarily, man. Because the businessman side of me, you know, be telling me, bro, it got to make sense. So that's why I've been taking a little pause on the music. You know, I haven't put out no material in like a year, but I'm gonna get back into it, man. Y'all let me know. So yeah, it's your boy Neferkari Dessalines back in the building. Yes, indeed. And I'm gone. Peace. And by the way, go everywhere, NelsonAmadeus, you know, on my YouTube channel, on my channel section, I have my music channel attached. It's called NelsonAmadeus. You can also find my entire catalog on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere where music is available. You know what I mean? I have over 35 songs in the catalog, about, you know, 3 full projects, 1 EP, you know, so the EP itself is kind of like another project. So really it's like 4 albums available on all platforms. Y'all go enjoy it. I have way more than just this one song, and all my songs are in the same vibe, the same subject matter, the same energy, everything, right? Everything. This is just one, you know, my favorite one. You know what I mean? Because, you know, this beat is crazy. What I said is just so crazy. Like, I just love this song, bro. I never get tired of this song. Like, I dropped this song like damn near 3 years ago. I made this song damn near 3 years ago, bro. And I literally listen to it every goddamn day. You know what I mean? I literally listen to this shit every goddamn day, and it never gets old. A lot of my other songs kind of got old to me, but this song, it just never, ever, ever gets old, bro. I don't know. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? So, hey, it's your boy Neferkari Dessalines, and I'm gone. Peace.